It's better for my healing. Okay. I'm in the dark because it's dark outside. Okay. Also, there's no light in my car. Right. On top of that, the only way I can do energy healing is if y'all wanna help out with the energy, tip out. Yeah. I share a lot of content. I done a level up for y'all out there, and you haven't give a shit back. And look, the ones who have, I'm already saying thank you to those already. I already did that 5,000, 20,000 times. Look, if you've been nice and helpful, then I've already said thank you to you. If you're sitting here watching my content and refusing to tip out on the benefits I've given to the community through the conscious coaching, healing, nerve balancing, and everything else that I've been doing, while I'm the one who was the one actually effing suffered in the background, that nobody actually had the nerve or guts to intervene on. It's fine, I understand I had to take care of myself, or take over myself, and I understand why. Yet, this is conscious coaching for other people. That other people aren't standing up for them either. Okay, look, but I can't do all the damn work. Look, just because I'm a conscious healing arts balancing coach, that doesn't mean that I'm freaking Jesus, okay? I never said I'm Jesus. Even if I was Jesus, I still can't do any healing work for you. You gotta do your own damn healing work. If Jesus gave you somebody to help you, and then you're just basically spitting in Jesus' face every time that you ignore somebody who's like me, trying to help you get more balance and more entertainment. I have to do it through entertainment since I'm an entertainer. I really don't have any other choice. Alright, well, the thing is I was trying to do it a completely different way, but because I was being bullied and disrespected so much, I had to keep on switching it up and trying to balance everything through the entertainment on social media, because I was being abused and having to work too hard in the background because of the people who were disrespecting me and abusing me, or belittling me, or throwing me in the streets, or attacking me, or yelling in my ears, or not paying me for all the hard work I did for cleaning up their houses and shit like that, or giving me credit when I was trying to help raise their neglected poor kids and shit like that. Some that were, and I'm really doing the best I can not to pop off on people, because if I told you that you were gonna get 10 times better content if you started helping, and if you put a tip on the Cash App to help me out, if I told y'all 20, 40, 50 fucking thousand times, yet you haven't done a damn thing yet, and I still gave you content, thing is, that's because I'm a kind person. Bitch, I ain't no, you understand? Let me explain something. I'm not a pushover. I'm just kind and conscious, because I know there's lots of people that don't have anybody to help. That's the only reason. Yet, I'm not stuck here on this earth just to try to help people, bitch. I can do anything else I feel like on my damn time. You understand? I'm going to a job soon. I'm gonna have a job. I'm sure I'm gonna have a job somewhere. Somebody's gonna hire me. Okay, I'm sure somebody's gonna hire me soon for the entertainment business, because I'm pretty good at what I do. Okay, if they don't hire me for the entertainment, they're gonna hire me for something else. Just compare for whether they're gonna do that or the professional work. Okay, which is all legitimate work. Diligent to quit. Meanwhile, while you sat back and watched me suffer, and you watched me in pain, how many days or years or months or weeks, you're really her eyes look like she's evil or something. That's because I'm in the dark. I told you. Don't make me tell you stupid shit one more time. I'm whispering because I don't want to yell at anybody, because once I start raising my voice when I'm pissed, it tends to get pretty loud. And I am a coach, so I do have a right to raise my voice because of what I've been through. Yet I am whispering because this is also the ASMR stuff that I'm into, okay? For the healing. Meanwhile, how many times have you watched my content, or did you gain some benefits from watching my content? Once. Twice. 3 times. In sports, it's 3 strikes, you're out. Hold on a second. Vortex. 5 How many times have you gained more energy healing, or more conscious coaching, or more support, or more inspiration, or more balance, or more awareness, or more healing, any of those things, or entertainment, since entertainment is my main business? Like, I had to do like energy healing because I was being traumatized. That was the main reason, since I'm a director of media and entertainment content, media and entertainment, social media. It's the content. You are on social media right now, right? You are on my social media watching my content right now, right? You surely understand that, right? Right. I know, right, Cheryl? Listen here, sugar bridges. You're taking advantage of my kindness and my energy. You understand? And I've explained to you that because I'm at my wit's end with not having income for the projects that I'm providing to the community for free, is that I have to have some funds now. It's Santiago cut-off time. You understand? That I'm providing you a service. Now, it is healing, arts, entertainment, and media content in between. With my entertainment is the main entertainment right now. Besides the few that I throw in there to help these people, because they help me. Okay? I didn't even have to do that for them. None of these people have paid me anything. And none of them have actually tipped me or donated a fucking thing back. They haven't even shown 1 ounce of appreciation. Now this is, you know, excuse my French. Let's get a little light in here so you don't think I'm a demon. See, you see how things change when you just change the lighting, right? You see the difference? You see the difference? Now you see the difference. Okay, good. You see the difference now. Alright, good. Alright, just cut my hair. Hopefully it looks alright. I mean, I actually like it long. It was just like, I was just getting tired of it. Billy was just weighing me down. And I do want it to be long again, but maybe not that long. Or maybe just more trims and haircuts, or somebody else do my hair. So I don't have to do everything myself. Because after I've done this much work for the community and they've given nothing back, I've literally had to keep cutting my own hair because I don't have the money to even go to a hairstylist if I want to. I've been cutting my own hair since I was like 15, 16. My mom took me to get my hair cut a few times here and there in my teens, a little here and there. But then I got to a point I just started cutting my own hair. And because I was so good at it, I went to beauty school, okay? Princess Beauty College in Gulfport, Mississippi, but technically it was Phoenix College, but I had to transfer to the Graces because the reason is that college shut down. And I paid 100% on my test. I'm pretty sure it was like 100%. So that's because I was raised by an OCD Army dad, probably. It was pretty tough being raised by an Army dad, okay? So I'm not encouraging anybody to go in the Army either, okay? That's not my job, and I would recommend people consider what they're doing with their time, and just, there's all kinds of things you can do to get your money up besides do things that put you in, you know what I'm saying? Overly stressful situations. Okay. Now, I don't promote bullshit. Okay, what I promote is balance, because you're professional. It's not my fault if you don't have professional people in the location. I shouldn't have to keep suffering because people can't control their people or they don't know how to encourage respect in the workplace or in their home. You know what I mean? But some people do. So if they do, then that would be better for me if I could find those people, which I'm looking for. I'm pretty sure I might have something lined up because somebody gave me an idea where they said they would put in a word for me. So it's just if I get lucky, hopefully, for God's sake, because if I don't get a break, then I'm not going to make any breaks for anyone else. Okay. Now I have the ability to make breaks for people because all I have to do is just get to a point I just have a little bit of my money up. So I can give a couple people like a little side job every once in a while. Once I get to that point, it won't be like full time. I mean, it might be a couple years because way things are going and people don't help out. It might be never. But if I could get the right person on my team to work with me, I'm looking for a sponsor to work with me on the projects. I'm looking for like a sponsor or a business investor, somebody who wants to work with me, investor. Okay. Yeah. Maybe, or maybe somebody, once that person works with me, I'm gonna be fine. It's not gonna be a problem anymore. Reason is because it was kind of like a stretched out situation between the people who were helping. Like sometimes they help, sometimes they wouldn't, sometimes they would, sometimes they wouldn't. And I'm stressed out because I always have bills coming around without any work. So yeah. So like I said, I pulled in a couple paints, but that was all in the past 7 months. That's it. I kept trying to call the city, trying to get a sign that's down the road that I have the paints to paint. I've called them 3 times and they haven't called back yet. So if they would call back, I could get that job and that would be money in my pocket to help out. So then I can actually do more for myself and my family is tired of having to do everything. So also, when I tell you that what I have been seeing and what I've endured is absolutely unfucking acceptable. That's absolutely unfucking acceptable. It's unacceptable. It's the truth. It's all the truth and nothing but the truth. It's been crazy. But once you see what I see, you end up like this. Serious. And I do come from Planet Serious, aka lykaboss is a serious person, yet I would like to enjoy my life once in a while if that's at all, possible. Imagine trying to enjoy my holiday. Well, now all I can do is think about more decluttering, more organization, and more packing, and more moving, and trying to figure out where exactly I get to go. Since I'm being told that the place that's available for me, I can't have my cats. Like, after everything I've already been through. Right? Does that sound fair? That I had to go long periods by myself and all I had were my cats. But one of them has to go somewhere else because she's been having a lot of. She's just not the type of cat that's keeping me peaceful. Okay? She needs more. She would be best outside for an outside cat. And she's just got some behavior things that's just a bunch for me. Unfortunately, she can't be an outside cat because she's not spayed. I don't have $500 to get her spayed, which is ridiculous. It's insane. Okay, we need more spay and neuter clinics and free spay and neuter clinics or something. Even if it's only $25, do something for God's sake. There's too many cats running around the streets that are, homeless. If she gets in the street, she's gonna get knocked up, and then she's gonna have poor little kids all in the streets, and that's not good either. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Meanwhile, listen, I know my content's a little extra, but with that fucking sake y'all expect from me, excuse my French. Like I told y'all about my content, that it was extra. I told y'all that I'm a real serious entertainer and coach. And healer's coach. on social media, you'll see 10 times worse on other people's channels than you'll see on my channel, okay? Think about it. I try to be as appropriate as I can, but I've held back just for a lot of different reasons. Because I'm in the middle trying to build up my business respectfully, and I'm trying to draw the wrong attention to me and my projects, okay? Because while I was up and on out in the streets, I had to stand my ground non-stop to keep these men up off of me, okay? And almost got raped last year, okay? Was it last year or earlier this year? Earlier this year. He got, let's just say, that Mother Emperor was crossing the damn line, okay? And put me in jeopardy. Because I thought he was going to help me with my freaking bike, but he was just a piece of crap. Straight up dirtbag. Good thing for him, he took me back out of the location he was trying to take me to. And good thing for him. That's all I can say about that point. Yep. Real good for him. Because I'm not that one. Now, I'm pretty nice and kind, but I'm not that nice and kind. You know, so that's why I told people not to, not to cross the boundaries. Alright? Because you're going to wish you had if you even try. I promise you that. I promise you. It's best to not cross my boundaries. You understand? Meanwhile, I had these loser be like saying, I got space for you to stay. You can sleep on my couch, or I got an extra room. You can stay over here. Each and every time they tried that, I told them, well, I was freaking tired, so I'd be like, I gotta get some sleep, so I guess I'll consider it. Now, I don't recommend other women do that. It's just, I'm very serious because I was raised by an army man and I was in brownies and stuff like that, Girl Scouts my whole life, and real serious sports. So I'm real kind of like protective of myself anyways. And so, and I'm alert, so I would be like, I'm gonna try this, check it out, see what you got over there. Here we go. And now I would tell them each and every time that if I'm going to a location, as long as you can respect my boundaries, and I would continue to get the same stupid content. Well, of course, I can respect your boundary unless you want me to do something. I mean, unless you tell me you want me to do something, I'm not gonna do anything. Then I would get over there, and then the next thing they do is keep on talking about inappropriate stuff and tell me they're gonna marry me next week, and have these people discussing or just not cleanly enough houses. It was just disgusting as it. I was just like, no running water, or no, why didn't he flush the toilet for me, or everything ransacked and messy, and I'm just like, yeah, great. No, I just go lay on the couch and try to go to sleep. They would keep me up talking all every night, and then keep on trying to tell me they want to marry me and shit like that. I can imagine why Jeezy would be kind of like, she wants to marry me. Okay, right. She must be crazy. No, I'm just serious. There's a difference. Okay, when I said something. Okay, so then I'm just like, listen here, I've got to get some freaking sleep. My sleep is a big deal to me. Has always been a big deal to me. You understand? So when I'm ready to go to sleep, I have got to go to sleep. Excuse me. I just drank a Coke. Hold on a second. I finally got myself to go get at the Clark's. At the gas station. It's called Clark's. Actually, my name used to also be Michelle Clark, okay, because I was married to someone with the last name Clark a long time ago. Yeah, someone told me he passed away. I don't know, because I haven't been around at all. Alright. Now, so, now, God, help me, Jesus. Literally, I say that all day, every day, literally every day, all day. Please, God, check it, this thing up here. Ooh, doggy. so bright I gotta wear shades. Alright, now let's talk about these things. These things do happen too, okay? They really do. Okay. Now I've had my sleep is a real big deal to me, so I don't like a lot of noise around me when I'm trying to go to sleep. And I really don't like it if somebody keeps trying to talk to me when I'm trying to go to sleep. When I have to go to sleep, I like to go to sleep. And I don't like anybody kind of talking to me while I'm trying to sleep. Because I need my rest for my beauty sleep to keep my energy up. Because I work my fucking ass off. Excuse my French. Thought I gotta use the F word sometimes, excuse me. But if I was like babysitting your kids or something, if somebody needed somebody to help babysit their kids or anything like that, I wouldn't be using the F word around your kids, okay? This is an adult channel. This is a channel for adults. Now, I've told y'all that, like how long, how many years? I told y'all this is an adult channel, but I was just solving it up between everything I was doing because going through actually. Let's shut that. Lock it. Alright, zip lock and put it in your pocket. I got my energy healing beads right here. Got a little red heart right here. Okay. Alright. Now I'm just keeping it real quiet right now because I'm in the middle of it. I'm getting ready to go to the store and go get some sprinkles. Okay. I'm gonna make some sugar cookies, I think. Okay. I'm trying to think about some sugar cookies, but I haven't even got to make my bread lately. You know what I mean? Like, if I don't even get to, I'm too busy ever trying to get my shit together because I get prepared to move out. Like, I was supposed to be staying till like March. I told him we had that conversation, but he switched it up. It's like he just kind of like he's supposed to be flaky about stuff. He wouldn't tell me to say this and they say that. Now it's this. Now I'm just like, okay. Got me to check the washer, and I told him about it too. Trust me. I already talked to him about it, sent him a message about how I think and feel about the situation, okay? I handle my business like a boss. I told him I'm educated on arts, balancing coach, and I'm also an entertainer and artist. I'm good at what the hell I do. And that if he had put the AC in, I would have done half the damn work. I couldn't do the work in the conditions because it was miserable. I explained that. Y'all already know, okay? Alright. I understand he's out of town a lot, and he's a business. He's elderly compared to me. He's more like my dad's age, and he's out of town a lot, and he works hard too. So it's not that he couldn't do what he said he was going to do. He just never did, or maybe he didn't have the energy, or maybe he didn't have time, or maybe got distracted. I don't know. But either way, that's why I didn't get the money up, okay? Because I didn't have enough concentration. I had the cats all over the house. I couldn't divide them from the house because there was no doors. Because he never put the doors in. Because the meth head set used to let their doors off, and the floors, and the cabinets, and the dryer, and the kitchen sink, and the air conditioner, and the cabinets, everything. Okay, so there was nowhere to put anything. So everything was chunky to me, okay? Because I have to put this little tiny little cabinet I found beside the road. It's nice, but it looks like it's for a kid. These little shelves and things I got on the side of the road that look like they're for kids. I literally look like I'm living in a little kid's house. All the stuff's, it's like a little kid's kitchen. Where I stay now. Okay, so that's why I haven't had time my cooking videos yet. Because I'm trying to get a better kitchen to do everything I've got to do. Okay, this is a big deal. But if I have to do it in a little baby kitchen, I'm gonna do it in a little baby kitchen. Do the cooking. Clarifying my words. Okay, I don't like it when people try to twist my words or try to insinuate that I meant something that I didn't actually mean. If I didn't say it, then I didn't mean it. If I did say it, I did. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no different than what I actually said. If I said I would like to cook in the kitchen, that's what I meant. That's actually what I meant to say. Okay, don't twist my words. Also, now, if I got to this town and when I got here, okay, if I had a car when I got here, everything would have gone faster for me, but I didn't. It was like a couple months after I got here that I got a car. If the key hadn't broke for a month, I would have got something else accomplished, but in that month I couldn't leave the house because I didn't have anyone to come get me, and I didn't have anyone to take me anywhere, and I didn't have a way to get around, okay? Because it was no key for this car for a month because they gave me a broken up key when they gave it to me and told me to be careful with it. Well, I tried. was very careful because I am very careful because I'm OCD about stuff like that. You understand? And because they didn't come get me, nobody came get me, I couldn't get nothing done. Okay? I didn't have the money to even go get a key, even if I could have got a key. I didn't have any way to get around. Okay? After I talked to my son, he told me to try a little harder on working on it. He told me some things to do with the chip and the key. Because he said he had to do that for we had to do something like that before. Okay? So, because of that, I decided to work a little bit more on the key. The key was broken up real bad. Okay? It was all busted up. Busted up when they gave it to me with duct tape around it and falling apart. And I used it for a couple months before it stopped working. Okay? This is the key now. You see the key? Now you notice that the key doesn't even look like it was ever busted up. Look at this. You see that? But this key was broken to pieces when look at that. You see that? You can't even tell it was broken to pieces. This was broken to pieces. To pieces. I spent 3 hours working on the freaking key. Okay? It was very tedious. Very, very tedious. Okay? I just had to sit down in my chair and I had to put my glasses on and I had to put the chip in a certain way and I spent about an hour just cleaning the duct tape, sticky stuff off first because I couldn't do anything with touch it or anything because it was sticking to my fingers. And so I did that. Okay. Alright. And that took the sticky stuff. I had to clean it with like alcohol or something. I think it was like alcohol. Rubbing alcohol, okay. Excuse me. I had to drink a Coke. Also, when I tell somebody that what you're doing isn't working for me, you just keep on to it, then you're consciously choosing to do what isn't working for me, and that's against my healing arts and my balancing projects. You understand? Okay, you need to learn. Alright. I have to have a break because I'm burnt out with everybody's shit that they've been doing. And then the other shit that's been going on, that some of it you don't even see all of it, you only see like, excuse me, there's water on my boat. You don't see it because I'm working my ass off in the back. Sometimes I'm not wearing exactly the right clothes, or I'm kind of like just at home, or I'm just like a mess because I'm tired, or I'm just working and cleaning. And today I had to do laundry, and it took me about an hour out of my freaking day, so I messed up my plans for the day. That's how my life's good. So now I just kind of have to play it by ear every day, like one day at a time, but trying to do the best I can with what I got to work with. Like they say over the Handy Lock over there on Crochet Bakery Road. Alright, now, man, I do appreciate all the uplifting messages they've been putting up there. Y'all don't see what some of these people have been doing to me in the background, which they act like they haven't been doing any of these things. Okay? It's not one or two people. Over the past 17 years, I spaced out over different times. Okay? It's been at least 100 people or more. Okay? It could have been more. It could have been more people. But, yeah, see, there was a period of time I was kind of going off the wrong direction because a lot of these people were manipulating me, or they were bullying me, or they were trying to keep me fudged up, or they're taking advantage of my kindness, or they were doing things like playing with my emotions and my feelings, or they were tricking me and stupid shit like that. That's why I had to get serious, because I was tired of dealing with it. Yeah. So, meanwhile, I've been real serious for a while now. So, I couldn't really make my content because my phone wouldn't let me take any video content. Thankfully for my friends, family that helped me get a phone. I don't like to say exactly on social media exactly who's doing what because they're my friends and my family. I just like to protect their this, blah, 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 blah. Business, because it's my business, and it's their business, not your business. Understand? Meanwhile, because of what all these people have done, they've caused me serious losses in my business. They've caused me not to be able to stabilize with funds to live off of. They've caused me a mental emotional abuse, to suffer through their mental emotional abuse. They've caused me to miss out time with some of my family members that actually I care about. Whether they acknowledge it or not, that doesn't matter. It's the truth, and it's unacceptable. Some of them are the actual family members that are causing it because they don't put in any effort at all. Now, that's not fair to my life. That's not fair to me. Okay? A lot of people are dealing with similar stuff. It's not like I'm the only person. I just use me as the example of what's going on. I put 100% into my work like a boss, and I'm not letting somebody who doesn't have shit to do with me have anything to say about what the hell I'm doing with my time on earth. If you think that neglecting your family members or bullying them or talking to them like they're stupid when they're actually putting in this much work is acceptable, I would like you to reconsider what you're thinking. Now, I guess I'm a serious person because I just was raised by serious ass people, okay? Real serious people. And I have PTSD because of it. Some of it's because of it, but a lot of it's because of the other people that weren't even raising me. They were trying to raise me while I'm actually their elder. Have you ever experienced anything so asinine? Right? Imagine somebody who's not even as old as you trying to control you, limit you, and raise you. Especially if they're not even educated at this kind of level of education, of healing arts and entertainment, and coaching. I coach because I study the content to help coach the community get stability and healing. Well, I have yet to get it at the level that I believe I deserve. Okay. At the level I believe for 100% that I actually deserve. Okay, to be truthful, I know I deserve it. I deserve to work at a good location with a good community members, and team players. I deserve to have a break. I deserve to spend time with my family members, as long as they're respectful and they're not yelling at me or playing games or trying to cause me to be effed up mentally so they can force me into a mental institution because they're crazy and try to take some kind of money or something from me in the background that they're acting like they aren't doing, but I'm aware of it. And whatever. If they did, they did. If they didn't, they didn't. Whatever, that's not the point. The truth is the truth, period. And God knows the truth. That's the whole point. And nothing but the point. So help me, God. So if I told these people that yelling at me or putting me down or talking to me like I'm stupid or telling me I'm not this and I'm not that and I'm not an energy healer, I'm not a coach, I'm nothing, I'm a piece of shit, and I'm not talented and I'm not this, and they yelled and beat me down and then trapped me in the house with the dog twice and pushed me in the streets with no money. And I told them at that point in time, which was like 4 years ago, that they were wrong and they didn't know what the hell they were talking about, yet they want to keep on pushing their shit on me for 4 more fucking years. Hello? Well, I already tolerated 10 times more than was even normal 4 years ago. By 4 years ago, 4 years ago was already too much. I had to go through it 4 more years because nobody would put an end to the situation. Because nobody would reprimand the people that were doing what they're doing, the main people. Yeah. So I had to be back and forth what it takes to do the work that I have to do. I'm an artist. I know how to make the things that I know how to make. I know how to do my content. I know how to entertain. I know how to do all things that I told you I know how to do and then some. I know how to cook real good food. Okay, let me talk about what I know how to cook. Excuse me. Alright, and excuse me, I'm burping because I had a Coca-Cola. Okay. So I'm Coca-Cola. Okay, so it's not good for my teeth. So it messed up my teeth because I was drinking a lot of sodas whenever I was in the streets. I don't know, because I was tired. Because I wasn't getting any sleep, but I was just tired and thirsty because it was hot mainly. So I don't drink Coke very often now because my teeth are a little messed up, and that's why I need somebody so I can get my teeth fixed ASAP. Now I've done explaining all that I'm a humanitarian how many times? And that's a big deal for my projects as I study work to help the community get more stability. And I believe that while I'm trying to help other people get a little bit of stability or healing or entertainment in the mix, don't you think I have a right to have it for myself? Yet I don't have it the way I need it, because yet has anybody giving me the space for the projects? This was not the best space for me because this space was a dysfunctional floor plan, an older run-down house, ants and spiders and shit in there all the time, get into my food, and I've wasted half my food because of it. I have to spend a long periods of time just killing them, and all the other bugs and stuff flying around shit. That's all summer long. Okay. If it had an air conditioner, I did have the work done to get the money up, and then I wouldn't be bitching so much. But I had to keep putting content out while I'm backing myself up, because I had to back myself up because they wouldn't leave me alone. Many different people that I've stayed with, I've done a lot of hard cleaning and stuff and fixing up the location because I didn't have any money. That's all I had to give was my time and my energy. This is my work. To get the location up to par, for one, so we can live in a cleaner location. Number two, so I can enjoy my life in a clean location since nobody else would clean it. If I had got to locations and they were clean, then I wouldn't have had to spend all my time cleaning, and then I could have focused on something else. Yet if the location is filthy, then I have to clean the location. So it's like that. Yet that's not fair to me, that every time I've gone to a location, 9 times out of 10, they're filthy. Then I try to go help somebody because, like, clean up their place because they try to take advantage that I'm cleaning. I don't have to come over and clean people's shit, but if they would just clean up before I get there, then I wouldn't have to clean up. But it hasn't been like that. And I don't think this is effing funny. I don't think it's funny at all. I think it's horrible. And what I have seen, some of these people, how they, sometimes I'm having a hard time with my cat right now. And I am a very kind, compassionate person. I'm at my wit's end with this one cat, okay? She's had a lot of issues. For a year, I've been trying to heal the wound. I can't keep this cat anymore. And I can't throw her out the door. And some of my family members, somebody's going to have to take her to some location for me. I don't know. But I don't want the cat anymore. It's depressing for me because it's been tough on me. That's not the point. I'm getting to a point. I can't deal with this cat anymore. It's not fair to me. I took this cat off the street because she was starving to death because she was being neglected. Of course, because she was already an outdoor cat, she got pregnant because I couldn't keep her in the shed because it was too small for her and she was used to being outside. Now she has to go somewhere else because I can't take it anymore. Wherever she has to go, I'm not able to say. I don't know. I just need somebody to take the damn cat. I'm very loving and compassionate. My kittens are very important to me, my work. And all I need is a space to live, preferably in this area, for 6 months with my cats. Yes, they have mistakes sometimes, and I clean up after them. But when I'm running between events and stuff, I don't have enough help to clean up the chores and do stuff, and that's why I wouldn't mind having like an assistant. But I'm not sure if I want to be at that point in time yet because I like my privacy and I need to focus. So it depends on who that would be in order to do that. If I had a life partner in my life that wanted to balance with me, we would have to work together on things. But the thing is all I want is a space for my cat outside the rest of the house. I don't want them all over the house all the time. I'm not saying I don't want to have them in the house occasionally, because I actually love being in the house with my cats. Yet, because they have these accidents and things, I can't have them in my studio. I can't have them in the house all the time. Maybe for a little while, like 30 minutes or an hour, but then I have to put them back out or into their own space. Okay? I have to. I don't have any choice. Because it's just too much. They be knocking shit over and crawling up the walls and climbing up the doors and climbing up on top of it. I actually love them and I get used to it, but at the same time, it's just, it's too much sometimes. That's why I need the space for the cats. If I can find someone in the area that has a space for me, like a house and an extra room for my cats, that would be great. Just one person or a group of people, as long as this group is kind of like not up in my business and up in my space all the time. I don't really like being around people that much. I can work with people if they can accommodate me some, even if it's just 1 month at a time, while I'm in the middle of getting the funds up to get my own place. It's hard to get my own place right now because I don't have good credit, because I had to keep moving around because of what all these people have been doing. So I don't have good credit to even get my own place. That's why I need an energy balancing partner. Somebody already has the space. I need the space to do the work, to get the money up for myself and to provide more for my family. Even if I don't get to see them all the time, that's not the point. It doesn't mean I don't want to give more to my family. I made that extra clear through all the vlogging, the blogging, the writing, and the typing. And I'm tired of typing, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of blogging, I'm tired of typing, I'm tired of it all. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You're not giving anything back. Therefore, I'm about to, I can just cut it all off. I don't have to help you. I don't have to coach you. I don't have to help you get more stability. I don't have to give you any insight into anything I studied over the week or the month. I don't have to, and I don't have to study anything. I just do that to help me balance out my own stability. You can study your own shit. If you're having a hard time, like mentally or emotionally, look up some content to strengthen your emotional stability. If you have had mental problems in the past or been in and out of mental institution, I recommend you stay on your medication and stuff like that. I apologize if I have to be blunt about it, yet I've had to deal with these people long enough that I already know why they need to do these things. I'm not obligated to be responsible for anything that you're doing in your life. I'm trying to tell you what you might want to consider doing, what I think is best, based on the way I was raised and the education that I've always had in my life. I don't know any other way to be. I can't just pretend I'm not who I am. I'm a smart, educated, healing, arts, and balancing coach because I do the work. I do the studies. I do the work. I also share top quality content to the community that doesn't want to give me a damn thing back. In fact, it's truly depressing, and you're depressing your own community and your own coach. Yeah, because I am a coach and because I do study content to keep me mentally strong, and this is the work that I do, that's why I keep getting through it. And that's why I've been getting through it, because I've been doing this for a long time. Because they were abusing me in the back. Now, they caused me a breakdown about 8 or 9 years ago, and that's when I had to pull myself out of a depression about 9 years ago. It could have been a little longer. Them and an ex-boyfriend who kept leaving me over and over and over and over again. He wouldn't tell me where he's gone. He disappeared. One minute we'd be cool. Everything was great. I thought everything was good. We're in love. Everything's great. The next minute I'd take a bath and turn around and he'd be gone. His family wouldn't tell me where he was at. He had problems and stuff I can't talk about yet. Because I loved him so much, it was breaking me down because I was just like thrown off all the time because I was like, what? Like, I just went to the bathroom. He said he loved me, gave me a kiss. I was only in here 30 minutes. I come out, the car's gone. Shit like that. It was happening over and over and over again. In between the stuff in the house with the family, that was going on, which is really bad, and really distressful. Because of all of the chaos and yelling and screaming, intimidations, manipulation, the games and all the shit that they were doing, which was oppressing me. And things he was doing too, because I was always trying to help him get his shit on track while we were supposed to be getting shit on track together. Yet he was all over the place. And it was just like throwing me off constantly, and everybody was like talking over me and put me down and yelling in my face and yelling in my ears, my precious little baby ears. And that I had to keep studying content to help me cope with it. That's when I started sharing the content on social media more. Yet, each time I went over to the stressful houses, because I had nowhere to go. I mean, if you don't have anywhere to go, you don't have anywhere to go. And if you can't get anybody to give you work, then you don't have any money. And then all these people keep saying shit like, go get a job, go get a job. Like, I'm an artist and an entertainer, a healing arts coach. I already know what the hell I'm doing. I got my shit planned. I'm a music promoter. Like, I already had shit planned, but I couldn't do it because I couldn't get the money to get the things I need for my business. So I couldn't express myself because I didn't have what I needed. And I keep sucking it up. And then I go down here and ask somebody, ask a gym if I could use this and dance here. And then they say, but no, you can't because it's against USCCC, this or that. And then I'm like, I'm talking about gymnastic gym. I've been trying to find a gymnastic gym to dance in, or somewhere, a floor, okay, to do my work, to do my practice work, and there's nobody ever helping or allowing me the space. So I want the space to live in where I have the space to myself, which I would like a big ass floor for me. If somebody wants to give me the floor, that's great. Do you mind giving me the floor? Do you have a floor for me? Do you have a big floor where I can do my dancing, my entertainment? Because this is my lifestyle, okay? I've had this lifestyle since I was 5. I have not get to dance or do anything for me or work out or anything. I don't even get my fitness up. I can't even get my fitness up because nobody will help me fix my bike. I can't even go for a ride on my bike. I have only choice to do is go run around the park and do the gym thing over there. I don't even like running. I like riding my bike. It's depressing not getting to ride my bike. It's not good for my health or my happiness. Because when I was out having to live in the street, it gets tiring to ride my bike, yet I enjoy working off energy. Now, I don't have any way to do that besides like dance around my house a little bit, but I don't really get to do it because I'm always working so hard. Because this isn't even my house, but this is a house I live in, and it's an old rundown house, and it's got bad floor design. It's dysfunctional floor plan. And it's making me overwork myself. I can't even get to the studio part because I'm always in the front, trying to clean up the kitchen and sweep the floor with a baby broom that's about 4 feet high. Because the other broom's broken, I haven't had money to go buy a broom. I don't have a vacuum cleaner to run over the rug. It gets dirty every day, and I don't have a vacuum cleaner or money to buy a vacuum cleaner.
I have to get on my knees and hands and knees and clean it with a little vacuum cleaner over and over and over again to get the dirt off. Any kind of dirt, because I'm OCD. Cat hair and OCD. The floor in the bathroom is white, so anytime it gets any dirt or hair on it, it just irks the hell out of me, and I have to clean the floor because I can't stand looking at it. It's taking up all my time. This house is like worn me the hell down. And what I do is housework, so it's just there's no cabinets to put anything, so it always looks cluttery because I have nowhere to put anything. It's got broken up windows and no doors and no floors, and I put a rug down. I found a really good rug and I put it down, but I have to keep it clean every day. It's a lot of work. Not having a broom, a real broom, a vacuum cleaner to clean it, but I'm not going to be staying there much longer. Well, I'm trying to find me an energy balancing partner, somebody to work with me on the projects, but because I don't really want to leave this area right now. I actually like it over here. I actually enjoy living around here right now. People feel more like my family over here because I actually like their energy. They're not like stressful to be around. Of course, I like Ocean Springs a lot. I wouldn't mind living over by there if there was like a little bit more rural behind, over by the beaches maybe or something, because I just don't like right in the middle of the town because there's just too much noise down there. But so I have posted nonstop to try to get people to work with me. Then nobody showed up at the meet and greet about 5 months ago. I tried to go down to the McDonald's. No, might have been, I don't know when it was. Doesn't matter. I had to ride my bike down there, and unfortunately, the spokes, the chain is like skipping, and I don't have the tools or know how to fix it. So, just because I'm good at doing a lot of different things doesn't mean I'm good at doing everything. And that's another reason I need an energy balance and partner or helper, or somebody like a team player. Like even if I'm not in a relationship with someone, like we're not dating or we're not hooking up, it's just like anybody who's wanting to get a little more like help respectfully, and whether they have a big room in the back of their house somewhere that nobody's back there that much, there's not a lot of noise, or if they have an extra house in the back of the house or something, maybe they got in the back of the yard, because I know some people got like grandma's quarters or extra quarters or something. I mean, right now, I don't mind staying around here for a while. Like, I just now realized that there's a whole bunch of businesses in Pascagoula. Like, I could have done apply, but nobody told me. I didn't know there was anything over there. Like, I literally didn't know. Nobody told me, even though I got friends that live in Pascagoula, and nobody told me, come on over here. There's a whole bunch of places over here to apply. I live in Goshen. It's 12 minutes. All this time, I literally thought Pascagoula is like 45 minutes down the road. I've been here like 7 months. Nobody told me any. Like, I don't know. I'm busy because I had to go down to all the way to St. Martin, and I had to go D'Iberville. I went to different arts and crafts events to try to make some sales. I did the Boo on the Roo. I still owe her $25. I don't have it. I had just finally got my food stamps back, bitch. I don't even want to be on food stamps. It's just like right now I need it for some energetic support. But the money my friends and family gave me goes to my stability. I didn't buy this was given to me by the thrift store. And most of the clothes I have and shoes are like that. So, even though I look cute, doesn't mean I have any money. It may be a year before I have any real solid money, or just a couple years. I am not trying to focus on money only, yet money is a big deal to me right now because I want my stability. I deserve having as much as I need and want in my life because I deserve it. I know I deserve it. I'm a good person. I do all this work. I get nothing back besides what my friends and family give me, who are appreciated. Yet if the community doesn't help out, it's putting too much pressure on them to have to keep helping. It's creating negativity for them and me because I don't want to have to ask them, yet if y'all don't help, they have to keep helping. That's not fair to them, and it's not fair to me. Like, I went plenty of places to apply. I haven't applied to Ramey's yet. I was thinking about it. Yeah, I really prefer to work I would like to work in a serving job or some kind of promotional sales job, or or in the entertainment business if somebody wants to hire me for something. I don't know, whether it's singing, dancing, or entertainment. I don't care. What the heck? Somebody needs to talk to me about something that they want to work with me on. Okay, I'm just getting it back into my life, or just say I'm just getting back to enjoying my life, and now I'm moving and trying to figure out what to do because I've got my cast to think about, and this lady's trying to say that if I can go over there but I can't have a cast. Look, I'm tired of hearing it. You're keeping your own coach down because you people out there can't understand this is a big deal, because I'm not going to keep giving to y'all if y'all don't give me anything back. You don't want to give me work. You don't want to give me the space. You don't want to give me a break. You don't want to give me anything that I need in order to have stability and balance in my life. But I'm the stability and balance coach doing all the work for the community to teach y'all about stability and balance that I learned at the age of 5. Even if I didn't have an army dad who was tough on me and shit like that, which I don't recommend people to be too tough on their kids, but yet I do think it's best to instill some discipline, not abuse. There's a difference, but some people don't know the difference between abuse and discipline. But I learned a lot because I study a lot. Now, meanwhile, there's a lot of people out there haven't studied anything. Therefore, that's why I'm over here trying to tell y'all about it. So, I already learned this when I was 5 years old. Okay? You don't do ballet, tap, and jazz and you don't learn about balance. I learned about balance at the age of 5. Then I was in gymnastics till 14. Okay? So I was in also basketball, Girl Scouts, brownies, flags, mimes, baton, and clarinet. All of that. Plus all the school classes I had to take. And I had to help my family in the house and the yard. And all of them, even including my grandmother. Okay? Which I chose to help her because nobody else was helping her. These projects are partially for my grandmother, who is not here anymore, and her name was Mary Frances Spirier. That was my grandmother. So I do this work for my grandmother because nobody else stood up for her. She didn't get to do her art because she sacrificed to stay home and take care of her family, did all she could till they ran her into the damn ground. They ran her into the damn ground, including that job, that nursing job that she went to that kept her head barely over her, kept barely food on the table. Okay, so you've been explained that you're taking from my time and my energy, and you're not being a kind-hearted person. You're being cruel. You're becoming a bully. You're bullies. You're emotional, energetic bullies. Because if I explain it to you and that I need some reciprocal energy, how many times? How many years? How many times? How many years have I explained it? And how many years is it going to take for me to get through to y'all? I'm just curious. So I can get a break, like a boss, like I deserve. Right? Let me ask you, do you think you could do better? Do you think you could go through everything I went through and have been going through that you hardly know anything about? You only know the little bits and pieces that I told you. You missed all the everything in between that I've been through. Oh yeah, way more than I've even expressed. Do you think you would be able to do better than me? And do you think that it's right that as much as I'm giving to y'all, that you're still giving nothing back? You think that's acceptable? You haven't given me a job. You haven't given me a break. You you haven't given me the space for my projects or my studio. You haven't given me a place to do my dancing. And there's places around here I am able to do it. Some people just throw in a little money so I could pay to go to the gym. Okay, but the last year I couldn't even pay the gym. He kept charging me when I left. I wasn't even there. I didn't even go in the building. I wasn't even there, and he tried to charge me $250 freaking dollars. Like, I asked him at Christmas time if I could put some of my items and my art stuff on the shelf. I told him I'm a very educated coach, so it wouldn't be a problem. That I was gonna watch the items, and he said no. Somebody was still. First he said no. Then he said okay. Then he changed his mind. Like, this old dude at this old gym, he doesn't want to expand or do anything for his own community coach. So this is in Gulfport. So then I'm just like, I was only there using the gym mostly to fill up my water bottle and get a shower because I was so tired because I barely get any rest and I didn't have the energy to work out. But I told him who I was and that I was being bullied and that I'm trying to get the energy up through the projects, which is arts and entertainment projects. Yet I'm a coach, and that I would bring in some things to sell on the little shelves in the gym that he wasn't using at all. And they, for the whole time I went there, because the main reason I was even paying that part my family's helped me pay to go there was so that I could get a shower. So when he had the chance to help, he said no. Then he wanted me to pay him. I'm like, what you want me to pay you, boo? You didn't even let me put my things on your shelf over here. I didn't even have any food for Christmas. I was alone for Christmas, all Christmas. I didn't have anything to eat for Christmas. I barely had a sandwich for Christmas. And then he like, so what the hell am I supposed to pay him if nobody gives me a spot to sell my items and stuff, and I didn't have a car at the time to go do anything? And I don't do illegitimate work, so there's no other way for me unless somebody gives me a spot on the shelf or something. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Well, I was already having to live in a freaking shed. The reason I was living in a shed is because it couldn't be at any house the house that where there's harassment going on. Okay, so I was like, dude, like, I forgot to cancel my gym membership when I went from Gulfport over to Gaucher. I just forgot. It was just like so much shit on my mind, and I was like focused on trying to get my stuff out of that shed. Nobody would take me, but I asked everybody if somebody would take me, please, please. So I'd get my stuff before it gets taken, but nobody would take me. So it was like 2 months before I got back. By the time they done ransacked and trashed all my shit and taken half of my shit and my tools, the only couple tools that I had for years that I've been holding on to, this only little bit I had that my ex-boyfriend helped me get. Yeah. So all that got taken because nobody could help. That was a loss right there. All these losses, you don't have any idea how much I've lost and how many opportunities I've lost because I didn't have money for a contest. Any contest I needed to enter, is I didn't have the money. I told you this. I had a serious contest I could have probably won $2,000 on this past couple of months, but I couldn't enter because I didn't have enough money to buy the supplies and to do what I had to do to be progressive. I didn't have what I needed. I told y'all that. So I lost $2,000. You understand? I didn't get $2,000 on that. I probably would have won because I'm pretty damn good. So y'all gave me nothing, and therefore I didn't have supplies, and therefore I didn't win the $2,000. I could have won the $2,000. That would have put money in my pocket so I could get my own place, and that would have put enough money in my pocket so I would have had food, but I didn't. Instead, I got down to like 1 egg a day and some grits. and a couple other little small things, but which isn't nearly enough for somebody who's educated on healing arts and is educated on self-care and is also educated on right from wrong and is also educated on stability and also coach the community clearly for the understanding to be understood, right? Right. But y'all didn't want to get it, and you don't want to get any more either, right? You don't want to have more. You don't want to have an expanded mindset. You don't respect your elders. You don't want to respect a coach. You don't want to give anything back. You just want to keep me down, and you want to see me down, huh? You're in the back laughing. She don't have no food. You're lucky if somebody just doesn't walk up, slap you across the face. You know what I mean? For being like that, those kind of people. Because I know a lot of you people are out there like that. You really are. You really are sad people. I feel bad for you. That's why I do my best to try to think about maybe I should pray for y'all. Because you could probably need it this year, especially if you don't start helping out a little bit more. Okay? Now, I hate that I have to be like this, but I'm a direct person. I talk direct, and I am a director. I am a director, you know. I said content creator, director. I'm a director of my own content. Know how to make top quality content. All I need is the better equipment for things I'm working on. Yet y'all haven't given me the work, so I can't buy it. But I can tell you that I am very grateful for my friend, family member that gave me enough to get the phone that I needed for this business for a long time now, because my other phone was a piece of crap. Okay? Because I've had it for like 3 years. Okay? Or 2 or 3. I don't know. I lost track. So anyone who has offered me work recently and then just fell off, don't think I don't know that you're just playing games. Don't think that I don't know what you're doing. Okay? If you throw me out in the street, or you cause me to be in hardship, or put any pressure on me or pain in my life, or you did anything to insult me or keep me down, or you did anything like you shouldn't have done that I told you wasn't going to be acceptable for me or my projects, or you try to keep me out of my belongings or keep me away from any of my family members, you're definitely in the wrong, and you're definitely not on the level I'm on. Therefore, I highly recommend that you do something considerate and conscious to, you know, make up for what you did. You know what I'm saying? At any point in time, you have the freedom to put some money on my Cash App, Misfit Artist Star, lykaboss. If you need me to spell it, I can. It's not that hard to, here, let me do it. You might need me to spell it for you. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, ready? MISSFITARTISTAR. For my boys. Misfit Artist Star. Like a boss. You understand? Also, don't forget, karma's a biatch, and it will come back around and rip you a new asshole if you really deserve it. Trust that. Because God's watching, and He knows. Trust that. Now, if you don't believe in God, that's fine. But truly, I've had to say thank God hundreds of times. Hundreds, to be thankful for the people who've actually helped me get through and stabilize under these fucked up, unfair conditions that I have endured, because of the people who have been allowed to abuse me and mistreat me and push me in the streets for 6 years. So it'll be all right, everything will be all right. For the people who actually put in good effort and good energy, the people who actually have the intelligence and respect levels up when dealing with me, and work with me on a professional mentality, okay? Without all the extra drama and extra noise in the middle. If I say I need this, I don't need somebody arguing with me. If I say I need it, it's because that's what I need, okay? If I say I really need $125 right now, then I really need it. Trust me. If I said I need $10,000 right now, I really need it. Trust me. And when somebody gives me that money, I can do the things I need to do for myself and my friends and family in the means that I feel like doing. Whether it's a lot or a little, that is my choice, period. I do not have to give anything to anyone who isn't looking out for my best interest, period. I am not obligated to go give all my money away. I'm not obligated to go out and do shit for anyone, even though I probably will do the best I can to reciprocate energy to people who treat me the best. If you don't want to treat me very well, I don't have to do shit for you. I don't even have to acknowledge you, tell you the truth after all I've fucking been through. Excuse my French. Like I said, this is an adult channel, and this is definitely set on adult level for the adults, not children. And you shouldn't be having your children on social media, but if you are, you're just asking for problems. Now, when I finally get a place in time where I've had space to get into my work again, which has been emotionally and mentally debilitating to my energy and my health and my well-being and my mentality, but thank God to the content that I've had to study to help me stay on track. When I finally have some time to myself, after I get to get back into my work without any more intrusions and also have my cats available at the location I live without someone saying that I can't have my cats and causing me any kind of emotional or mental stress or physical stress from any kind of hostility, intrusions, unwelcome visits, knocking or banging on my doors, banging on pots and pans or drums in my ears. But I do have a drum, and I do play my drum too, which I never hardly get to play it. Okay, because my mom gave me a drum and some drums, and I only have one with me right now. And I do play my drum a little bit. Okay, that's another reason I need a studio. Okay, and space to work on these projects. Yet I am conscious enough not to bang them in somebody's ears who has PTSD over and over and over at an unfair level of dysfunctional beating sounds that don't even have any harmonic resonance. I'm not stupid. I'm conscious because I'm a conscious energy healing balancing coach / entertainer. So when I get everything I need, everything will be fine. And I won't have to keep bitching. But I've gone long enough without what I asked for. And I've gone long enough without the space that's compatible for somebody like me that just wants to go home and be with her cats and sleep and rest and cook and read the books and practice on my work. My entertaining, energy healing work. And anything else that has to do with my conscious work. Okay, it's just conscious energy healing balancing work. It's to help me heal because I have trauma and PTSD. Therefore, I don't like people knocking on my door. I don't like people asking for stuff constantly. I don't like it when somebody talks to me constantly. I don't like it when people touch me when I'm sleeping or trying to get something from me or trying to tell me they want to do this and want to do that. I like people to keep their effing hands off of me. If I have a close family member, I don't mind one of my close, like my kids, like putting their hand on me or cuddling with me for a few minutes here and there. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about like people trying to seduce me or oppress me or manipulate me into doing stuff that I said I didn't want to do or anything else like that, because that's not part of my lifestyle. Like, because I had to make a big deal about it because all these people that don't have any respect, and they kept on trying to like make me be a hoe, and I kept saying, bitch, I ain't a hoe, that's faux show, you know. Like I had to keep telling some of my family members, I need you to send me money, I have nothing to survive. These people are trying to manipulate me with money and driving up and asking me if I want to have sexual relations, and in their little fucking like their little undercover cars and shit like that. You want to get in the car, we go to the casino and have sex. Dude, get away from me, you know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, then you come up talking to me like that, I'm going to report you. I'm going to report you. So, like, I already told everybody, if you just, like, not talk to me like that, that'd be great, because I already been traumatized by people like that. And no, I don't want to marry anybody unless I said I want to marry them, or I'm not into dating that much, because I have had to protect my energy because of these kind of people. Because a lot of players and love bombers and perverts and stuff who try to keep on put their effing hands on me and trying to talk me into doing things that I don't want to do. Okay, so it's been really traumatizing me. I kept trying to want to make a video for a long time. Each time I started to, I was either like raising my voice too loud because I was so stressed out, or I was the other thing is I didn't have any space on my phone, so I could make a minute or two, and then I'd have to stop. Okay, this is a long ass video. I realize that, but a lot of my energy healers and stuff I watch sometimes are 30-45 minutes, and I have to divide my attention while I'm working on stuff. So sometimes it gets to be aggravating because they drag it on so long, and they are positive for my mentality. A lot of times they've been actually right about things, and things that I'm aware of that I don't talk about, that I'm aware of, and they're aware of, and we're all aware of. Yet some of the content gets to be a drag because it's just like they're just rambling and saying the same damn thing over and over and over and over again. And then I'm just like, I've got to cut this shit off. Like, I can't stand hearing it sometimes. I feel like they're almost some of these people that I watch, I almost feel like they're kind of like my other family, but we're not really family. But, and I do like to see some of their content, actually, and it keeps me from feeling like I'm alone all the time, because I am alone all the time. Physically and emotionally alone. So also, with that being said, I just want to say thanks, Janae, for all you've done to help with the projects. Appreciate you interfering with my business, and also I have people I care about, yet we're not in a relationship because we parted. Maybe we parted a long time ago. There's too many people getting in the middle of our possible relationship, or they didn't have the inclination to have a committed relationship. That's why we aren't together. If it's somebody that my family and friends know about, that's why. They had other ideas and other things they wanted to do with their time, and they didn't want to make me a priority. Also, that has been really tough on me, because if they had the space, they went and got the space that I said I wanted, then they got it with my family members, and then I got left out in the street. That put a lot of emotional stress on me and put me in financial hardships as well. Yet I've made it clear that if they had worked with me, we would have had the money up, or would have had more fun days and stuff like that. I am not in control of what other people do or don't do with their time. If they don't have the ability to have a committed relationship, I can't sit here and, what can I do? Can't keep put pressure on them, right? If they don't want it, they don't want that, then what else can I do? I just keep moving down the road, trying to find people that take shit serious, but then I don't even hardly date, and I don't date. In fact, I haven't dated or even tried to date anybody in at least a year. I kind of hung out with a guy like one time, and we cuddled, and he tried to kiss me, but I don't know, it just kind of like didn't really feel that like that, and it's just like so but and also, hey, so I'm gonna say hello to G-Eazy out there. Of course, I'm big on I like West Coast hip hop. Everybody knows that I've been pushing West Coast content for a long time. And E40 and Snoop Dogg, and I also, Eminem is like one of my rappers that I like. I mean, the rapper, I like his entertainment. Of course, he just made some new music. He did say in the music that he sold his soul to the devil. I'm I don't know what to say about it. My mind isn't like, I try to figure these things out best I can and hope I don't ever get myself in that kind of position like that. I'm not like that. But I do still like his music, okay? G-Eazy, I have tried to approach for almost, I don't know, 8 years maybe. Maybe longer. I don't know. I used to promote his music, but then some of the stuff I don't agree with. It's kind of like has evil undertones on some of it. I know he doesn't have very I don't want to say anything that's rude, but we didn't have the same upbringing. I was raised in church. Okay, with that being said, I'm just some of it I like and some of it I'm not into. I do like some of his music. I would have been able to work with him on some projects if he had ever had the time for me, but he didn't. He didn't want to listen to me. He didn't want to take anything I'm trying to tell him serious, and nobody did. That's why I've been out here in hardships. He decided to go with, okay, I know that I'm 53 and he's 36. Yeah, but we're also a lot alike on a lot of things. So, we have similar, interests and stuff. And he hasn't really got to see the work that I know how to do, and I try to explain it to him through the messages. And we probably would have gone along fine if we ever got to meet. Yet I said I was on my way and I was coming through that way to try to get through to talk to him about these projects. And for a long time, and I meant what I said. Yet when I was on my way to try to get there to talk to him about my projects, and if he would want to work with me on anything, of course, Jenny came in got in the middle of my business. So, I guess that's what he wants to be with, is a girl who probably can't even speak English compared to me and doesn't know shit about music compared to me, or life, or arts and entertainment on the level that I do. And doesn't have a backbone, doesn't stand like a boss in her business like I do. She can go on and pretend like she's got it all together, and like she's, you know, wants to rub it in my face. Fine. Keep on smiling in my face, girl. That you literally got up in my business and I don't like you. Okay? I don't care. I'm not trying to be mean or nothing, but you literally got up in my business. Okay? Whether y'all understand or not, if she understands, if she doesn't understand, if they get the message or they don't get the message. The point is when I say that I'm doing my work and I would like people to get the hell out of my way and stop stepping on my toes and stop trying to take the men for me that maybe they should have been with me. Yet all the insecure people are all the people who want to keep me down, keep trying to get in the middle of me and the people I'm supposed to be with. Y'all are only keeping those people down. You think that you're just rubbing in my face like you won and you got what you want. But maybe you're causing him major losses because you don't have what I have. And you don't know shit about shit compared to me. Do you understand? Including the same for the other people that I've tried to date, that their family members had nothing to give into the projects to support. Or maybe they didn't even want to support us being together. Whatever. Okay? They didn't have respect and they didn't have compassion or awareness either. Okay? That's why I don't want to talk about it much longer. Okay? Except because I work my ass off and do a lot for the community through my projects, I would like if the community would start putting $1 or $2 on the Cash App to help out with the projects. I have to do all this by myself with a little bit. My family, it goes straight to bills. And I'm lucky if I get to go to the Dollar Tree. Okay? Literally. Everything I buy is like $1. Literally. I'm not joking. And the clothes gifted to me from the lady by the thrift store lady. Okay? And a lot of things. Okay? And things that people give me from the thrift store, then I repurpose them or I resell them because I have a right to do whatever hell I need to for my business. If she didn't want to sell it, I can sell it if I need to sell it. Okay? Meanwhile, I do have shoes available and I do have art available. So if anybody needs art, all you have to do is let me know. And if you want to work with me on the projects, you know, like, that might happen, might not happen. It depends. I like to keep to myself a lot. Yet, if you have a space where I can live, so I can get the content together through the projects that I'm working on, obviously, which is all going back into the projects that I've been sharing on social media. I don't know if you didn't notice what I've been sharing, but it's real important to me and a lot of other people who need the content. Yet I can't keep sharing the content at the level I would like to share. I can share way better. And I'm definitely going to keep doing my entertainment. And I'm not going to stop because y'all, people who are insecure and selfish and inconsiderate of my time and energy, don't have the class enough to give me props for the work I'm doing or credit for the work I've done or doing. You understand? It's not my fault if you are an insecure person. It's not my fault if you don't do this kind of work and you don't understand. You should understand because I've shared out thousands and thousands and thousands of posts. It's not my fault that y'all don't get presents this year because nobody put the money on the Cash App so I could get a mailbox, so I could do return to sender. Return to sender. You understand? It's not my fault. I have to have the mailbox. I have to have the money for the mailbox. And I have to have a space to do my work. And I need it to be understood that dancing and entertainment is my business. And I need it to be understood that I would have been where I needed to be if the people had tipped me out for the past 6 years. Even if they had donated $1. But they didn't. Which caused more losses for the community because I had to hold back a lot of content because I don't have the time and energy to keep giving content to people who don't give shit back. Especially not at this point in time. Yeah, I've done pretty good, I think. So I wish I could get some community support so I can do better energy healing balancing and content / have my own place and get my credit up, get my money up, and get into these contests and stuff that are going to help me with my projects and my stability while finding the right people to work with and having to have enough discernment to decide if they're the right people for me or not. You understand? Which I highly recommend for anyone else to do that is in the arts and entertainment business because it's not easy business to be in, especially if you do the work, you don't get shit for it, except a hard time and more bullying for the people online by sitting there staring at my content and not hitting the like button to help get the energy up for myself and my family and my friends and the people on the planet who are also having a hard time stabilizing. Hello? Now, if there's anybody in the area that has wallpapering they want me to do, like, I'm a good wallpaper. I mean, my ex-husband taught me how to wallpaper a long time ago, and he would get me to help him with some jobs here and there occasionally. It wasn't all day long every day. It was occasionally he would get me a little bit of work here, and he taught me how to do that a long time ago, and he taught me how to build homes. I mean, I don't know every detail about that, but I was educated through a building mentality, the builder, so I build through my media. Okay, so I don't build like some people build. I can build. I know how to do woodworking. I don't have any tools because they were stolen from me because nobody would take me to go get my freaking tools, which I've had for years. Okay, so every little ounce I have, I scraped my fucking worked my freaking hands to the damn bone to try to keep my shit together. I've literally dug stuff up out of the dirt and in Gulfport, I had to keep sweeping everything off every time it rained because the dirt was splattered all over everything back in the backyard, and cleaned up everything. The dude came back and trashed it. Trashed the whole damn place. Yeah, no respect to his own grandmother who left him the damn house. It's just disgusting. And he had such a bad personality, and his own uncle was scared of him. And it's just like terrible that people have to feel that way because nobody intervenes with these abusive family members, like the situation that I've endured, which has been extremely unfair and heart-wrenching. And the fact that I can even walk in a place without crying because, after they caused me a breakdown like 9 years ago or 8, I don't know, fucking 8 years ago. And when I had to start studying the content, I already knew that I wasn't going to put up with nobody's shit anymore because I'd already studied the content to help me get my brain back to right after they caused me not be able to get out of bed. And the depression was so bad and my anxiety was so bad I couldn't even walk out of the house without tears pouring down my face. And because the community is treating me so piss poorly, the ones online mainly, and of course some of the ones in Gulfport were just atrocious. Just feel bad for the people that think that's acceptable way to treat people. Because, karma is a bitch. And it will come back around to people that function like that. Treat people like me like that. You understand? Meanwhile, I'm real good at what I do because I'm educated. So, everything all these people have done to me, you haven't seen any of it. Because I had to try to keep it behind the scenes. Because I was trying to push and clean and work and move and push and clean and work and move. Try to get past it and get away from it. Which I highly recommend that if anyone is dealing with similar situations, you try to do the best you can for yourself. Do the same damn thing in your own damn way. But be conscious and smart along the way. And don't be getting into cars with these people out here because they're full of shit. Not me. I will protect you if you're in my car. Yet, if you come into my car with any bullshit, you better hope you're prepared. You understand? Because you don't come in my car with any bullshit in my car. You understand? If I try to help someone out and they come around here and cause me any problems, you got to get the fuck out of my car. You understand? Because I'm not helping people treat me like that. You don't come in my car and bring any problems in my damn car or my home. You understand? That's why I keep to myself. All right? Meanwhile, when I do find the right people to work with me on the projects, I'm very good entertainer. I'm very good promoter, and I'm very good energy healing balancing coach / promoter / entertainer and freestyle dancer, which I need to have the space and I need to have the money up because I want to get back into the gym because I am tired of being overweight, okay, and unfit. Okay, I was supposed to go to work out, but I don't feel like going now. Because I'm going in the store to go get some cookies, sprinkles, and cookie ingredients so I can cook some sprinkle cookies. Okay, sugar cookies, I guess, for Christmas. Whatever, I don't know. I'm trying to get back into cooking my bread. Now I don't know, hopefully this lady's gonna let me have my cats, but she said no, she doesn't want no more cats. Look, my cats are a big deal right now. I can't be without my cats, except the other one, which I'm trying to figure out where she's going because she's been too much of a problem. Okay, like I said, and also what I was trying to say earlier is about these people that have been just not starving their animals, not feeding them, and really, really abusive to their kids, like blaring death metal, trapping them in the house, not letting them get out, go play, not giving them any mental, emotional space, calling them stupid, putting them down constantly. Okay, I'm talking about kids under the age of 18, okay? I really can't like I was traumatized because I had to hear it. I had to hear it because I'm an educated energy healing coach, balancing energy through my projects, which is arts media, healing, intuitive healing, arts media, and entertainment. By the amount of content that I've shared, I should have done got paid already, and y'all should have put plenty of tips on my damn Cash App. So the fact that you haven't is a disgrace to your own community and your own selves, and you're keeping your own damn family down. If you don't like that I have blunt humor and that I share blunt comedy entertainment, I apologize, yet that is what has helped me retain my sanity through all this insane abuse. You understand? And the shit that I've had to endure and see. And then hard circumstances of having to ride my bike in the heat and 4 years. You understand? But the first year I had to walk. Technically, I had to walk for 1 year before someone gave me a bike to help me out. You understand? All right. Well, now that I've done all this energy healing, balancing, coaching, and healing arts and for you and your community, obviously I'm doing a real damn good job, and I don't get paid for it. Yet I'm going to get paid for it because somebody's going to pay me for my business and my work. I know that's for damn sure, because I've had enough of not accepting. I've had enough of not getting what I deserve for my projects. And all I need is one person to back me up with the space to get the money up through the projects. And the money isn't the most important thing. You understand? I expect to be treated with some love and kindness from the people in my circle, or else I'm going to call you out on it until you learn. Okay? I am a fierce competitor when it comes to entertainment. And so if you step on my toes and put any kind of stress on me, because my healing is a big deal, because I have PTSD, which is improved because I've spaced from these traumatizing people. Yet if you do stuff to put me in more stress or more hardships in this period, which you've been told not to do right now, you're causing me more losses and me more stress, which is a bad thing for the energy healing in my projects right now, which could bring in negative energy to you or yourself or your family, because I have told you not to do that. I've told you every single way possible I could tell you that if you're sending any kind of pressure or negativity in my direction that I didn't request or I didn't agree to, or say that I really wanted, but you kind of try to put pressure on me, don't think that God isn't watching you, and all the other people that are aware of what you're doing are also watching you as well. So you can't technically get away with it. Even you think you're going to get away with it, you're not going to get away with it. It's all going to come back onto you at some point in time. Because once you step on my toes, you cross me, or you try to keep me down, or you try to cause me stress because you're effed up, you're just going to bring negativity onto your own self. Okay, so just don't do it. Just like be more considerate how you treat me, and make me more of a priority right now. If you have any like intelligence or any compassion or any respect, I would recommend that you put some respect on my name. And I would recommend that when I'm telling you that I've had enough of everybody's selfish shit, and that the people who didn't want to bring me any food, and the people who didn't bring me anything to help, and the people that didn't back me up are all negligent people, and that's all on them, and it's not on me. And the ones that didn't want to respect my boundaries and the one to keep getting in my ears or arguing with me or keep trying to make me their spouse, when I said I don't want to be your spouse, and like I don't mind being friends with people, that's all. Okay, that I am more like, it's more like camaraderie as a friend, or friendship, respectfully. Yet if you don't give me emotional support, you don't talk to me with kindness and kind-hearted nature, and if you're not looking out for my emotional health, and you're not speaking to me with compassion, that I definitely don't want to be on any kind of other level with you. Okay, yet I also, to make clear, I am not into bisexual relationships, and I am also not a lesbian. Okay, so please respect that I do not want to be with a woman. I am preferring to be in a relationship with, if ever, a man, because I am straight as F. Okay, in all reality, that's 100% the truth. Okay. Happy holidays! expect y'all to treat me with some freaking respect. I expect y'all to learn. Or you're going to get way less opportunities, way less insight, way less this, way less that, because I'm not going to give it to you and you're going to have to go figure it out all by yourself. And you go ahead. You're going to miss certain things that I'm over here reading thinking, okay, well, I don't have to do it. I don't have to share it to you. I don't have to be nice just because I'm nice, just because I'm a kind-hearted person. I don't have to share shit to you. I've done the best I can for free. Like, you've given me nothing back besides the couple who did and do, which I done clearly stated and said that I do actually appreciate every person who's been helping, and I do send all negative energy back to the community who sends it my direction. Any evil eye and all that is all sent back to the people who are sending it in my direction. It all belongs to you, not me. All the people are sending me good energy, and they're all making me feel like a special person that I actually believe that I actually am, because I'm a good, kind-hearted, loving person, actually. All the people who are giving me good energy, I am also sending that all back to you too. Just like that. You see how it goes? So either you choose to be on my side or get the off my page, okay? Because your negative shit and your hateful, insecure bullshit isn't welcome in my space, in my company, or in my projects. You're told and warned to get off my channel if you're negative or you're a hater or you're trying to scope out what the hell I'm doing. Because I made it extra clear that I don't give a shit about people like you, and you have a problem and you need to get on off my channel and go somewhere else. Okay? I know you're bored with your lives, some of you, and I know that some of you are just haters, and I know that some of you are just insecure, and I know some of you just like rubbing it in my face because you stole my man from me. I know you're all a bunch of doo-doo heads, okay? Not all of you, but you know, the ones who actually are. And that's why I do more than energy healing and more than coaching. But I would like to just get to have fun days, you know? That's why I'm looking for somebody who has the space to work with me on the projects. Arts Media Entertainment, baby, 24/7, you know I got that juice, that OJ, I got that apple juice, that pineapple juice, I got all the juice, the guava juice, I got all the good juices, and I've got the cheese, the bread, the paper, and the butter, and I've got I like to make sure I got plenty of green spinach is real good, also plus a whole lot of shit. Fuck all this modesty. I just need space to do me, get the world with eternity. Like real entertainment. But yeah, that's Jeezy's music, and I'm not Jeezy. And Jeezy could have worked with me, but I don't know why he didn't want to. But I tried so hard. And then he went with Janae, and she literally looks like a high school cheerleader in a little outfit. And whatever, I don't know to say about it anymore. No more. And I just kind of keep laughing it off. And then, of course, thanks to all the comedians that kept me from losing my shit and sinking into a serious depression in the past year, especially Amanda Meadows, which is definitely one of my favorite Facebook entertainers, who's really is really good. And I do plan on doing more funny stuff, but I haven't been feeling that funny about doing funny stuff, because I've been depressed a little bit in the back and pushing as hard as I can and trying to cope with the fact that the owner's tearing the house down and rushing me out before March, like he didn't keep to what we were talking about. And he's putting pressure on me, and he doesn't understand that my cats are major, because they're part of my entertainment business and my business, healing arts and entertainment business. My cats are a big deal to me right now, because I already lost my dog because of the dirtbag who insisted on letting him run down the road and said that, well, if anything happens to him, it's probably just meant to be. And then the next week he was gone. And then also let the other 2 dogs run away that me and my family have had. Well, one of them have had for years, which did belong to my son, but they kind of took the dog and let's just say that it's all been a manipulated situation. All right. So the dogs are now gone and they never got them back. They had the chance to get them back and they knew where they were, but they didn't. The other dog, my dog, Pippin, never was returned to me and was extremely depressing for me when my dog came out missing the next week after he told me, though, if anything happens to him, it's probably just his time. So, but you're not going to say anything about it because this is our house and we like to let him run down the road. A little small chihuahua, for years they kept letting him run down the road. Each time I said, no, my dog isn't supposed to be running down the road. He's a little chihuahua who could get hurt or stolen or anything could happen to him. And I have had to cope with the fact that my dog is probably dead or was given to someone just to fuck with me. Either he was killed purposely or he was given to someone because it was all planned. Because I'm sure of that. Because of the conversation that we had. I'm the one who's traumatized. I'm the one who's tired of it. Okay? So at this point in time, because my cats are all I have and around me most of the time, 99% of the time I'm alone or have been alone. And they're all I have. So they help my depression. It's not severe depression yet. If I don't get a break, it could become severe depression. It's minimal right now because mainly of the stress that they're putting on me right now for moving and shit after I put all my energy and try to make the place better so I could get into my work and get back to my work. It's been tough because it was hard cleaning and organization, moving things around that were heavy because there's nobody to help me ever. And whatever. It is what it is. I can't, control people. I told him what I needed. He didn't understand. I told him that I have to have my cats. If he understands, that would be best. If he can make sure that people understand. If he can't, she can't meet me in the middle and give me space and let my cats at least sleep in the shed or come in the house for an hour or two at a time, then they're causing me to be at a loss again, and that will extend to the community, because without me getting to do my work, I'm going to not be able to progress the community on anything more than I already give, which is plenty already, but I could do better, but I don't have to. I have things planned to do in my entertainment that I haven't done yet. I know that I have some things planned. I'm just waiting until I get a little bit more time to myself, because it's been traumatizing and I work hard as hell in the background. Y'all been get shit for me. You've done not shit for me except insult me, disrespect me, keep me down, try to make a fool of me. Some of you thought you were going to get away with it. You thought I was just going to let you make it. You thought I was just going to be quiet. No, hell to the no, papa. And if you think that getting in between me and a man that I care about or love is acceptable, and you think that trying to step in front of me or get what was supposed to go to me because you're insecure, because you have a power trip, because you just want to see me go without, look, it's on you, okay? It's on you and any person that allows you to do that. You all make your own choices and everybody makes choices, and I do choose to get money and I am stuck to this bread, okay? Forget about it, capiche? I'm sure I'll find somebody who wants to work with me, smart enough to give me the space, and we'll be getting that freaking money up and having a lot of great times. Even if we're not hooking up and we're just friends, and maybe on Saturday nights we'll be listening to the music, and maybe on Sundays we'll be baking bread, or making cookies, or maybe once a week we'll be playing with the cats, or every day we'll play with the cats, and if they like cats, or if they're not actually on the property, they just have an extra house laying around or Airbnb. Come on now, you know I'm gonna come on through. You know I got this. You know I got my shit backed up. You already know I'm like a boss. You already know that if I come in there, I'm gonna make things better. I just need one person to give me that space. If you're in a different area and you want to work with me, you're going to have to come correct, and you're going to have to make sure you respect me. You're not going to be able to manipulate me or put me down or take advantage of my talent or my hard work. You're going to have to give me what I deserve, because I put 100% into my projects and I deserve some support. If you're watching my content, I deserve some money. I deserve some tips. Nobody's paying me. Facebook doesn't pay me. I don't get paid for any of these advertisements, anything that I share. The radio stations that I promoted didn't give me nothing back. I've been playing on 98.3.7, 8.7, iHeartRadio, trying to win the $1,000 a week. Michelle Gonzalez. You know, I've tried. AK like a Marie like a boss. I've tried. I've had contests I missed because I didn't have money for the entry fees, or I didn't have the project supplies. I didn't want to help. I don't have gas to get around most of the time, so I'm going slow pace because I can't get nowhere without the money. I gotta have that gas in that car to get around to the events, or even to apply for a job, or even to get to a food pantry, or to get down to the food stamp office. You know, like shit. You know, I've got to have that money, that cash, that guap. Now, if you think disrespecting me and disregarding what I'm telling you, and that I've given plenty enough for free, and bitch, I ain't no beggar. Don't you talk to me like that again, girl. I don't know who the hell you thought you were talking to me about begging. I'm not begging. This is a direct order that if you're watching my content, I requested you to put $1 on the Cash App, please. Thank you for the work that I'm doing for the community through the healing arts and entertainment, plus coaching for stability and self-care, like I've been doing for years, and promoting arts, media, and entertainment like a boss. Okay, better you listen to me instead of listen to some dum-dum down the road, since obviously I've done take care of my own family and my own friends and family my whole entire life like a boss, without even getting much money for anything that I've done for my friends or family. Okay, not that much. Okay, because I'm not going around with thousands of dollars in my pocket or anything. I'm barely making, even if I'm lucky, $300 a month, and 90% of that goes to my bills, period. You understand? Now, don't you disrespect me one more time, whoever you are. All you have to do to work with me is just be cool, you know, and professional. And I got you, no problem. Of course I'm going to show up and do any work you have for me that's respectful. As long as you're not pushing me around talking to me crazy. As long as your workers aren't breathing down my fucking neck and talking to me sideways, and you're not reprimanding them or doing your job as any kind of like project manager or location manager or any kind of job or work, anything or any place or any house. I don't care. Learn that you're gonna lose if you don't work with me, and you keep letting stupid people work for you instead of me. Okay, just give me some work, because I'm gonna do my job. Now, I do have a few disabilities, which is PTSD. Yet it's not like it used to be, so it's way better now. And also I have poor eyesight. Okay, like I can see pretty far, but I can't see small writing. So if you have like a menu, or you have like some kind of computer I have to learn, something like that, like I don't even have, like, my good glasses came up missing the other day. Like I got myself a pair of glasses that I liked. I think they were like $1, or they were the $5 ones. I don't know. Like I liked them and now they're gone. So I don't know if the hell they are. So now I have to figure out how to scrape up another $1.25 to go buy some more $1.25 glasses. You know what I'm saying? So I know this is a long video, but this is Earth Energy Balance and recovering Earth energy through my energy healing balancing projects, through healing and self-care, conscious lifestyle, and respect to your elders and community coaches and people like me. Yeah, who do all this work for the community for free and get not a shit for it, except more disrespect, right? But y'all gonna learn, right? Y'all gonna do better this year. I know, like, shit. I mean, I might go on MTV. Maybe I'm trying to see. Maybe they want to put me on MTV. Shit, you know, I'm gonna be doing the work. All you gotta do is pay me, you know. But if they don't want to put me on it, I want my MTV. You know, the money for nothing and the chicks for free. But Meanwhile, I gotta get on back to the house. I got lots of work to do because of all this pressure that they're putting on me to move. So I'm not getting to enjoy my Christmas and my holidays this year again after everything I've already been through. But, what goes around comes around. So either they're going to help me get everything stable somewhere else, hopefully, to make up for the loss of my happiness this Christmas. And meanwhile, I'm going to do some other stuff for the Christmas holidays. Yeah, I'm just not sure what yet. Okay. They ruined my holidays and I didn't get to do anything I had planned last year. So hopefully this year's a little bit better. Yet I'm having to fight through a lot of hardships, pressure on my shoulder that feel like boulders when you got to make sure that everybody's straight, but you're stabbing your back while they smile in your face, talking crazy on your name, trying not to catch a case. I waited my whole life just on these, so, I'm not Cardi B. I'm way different. I'm like a boss. Cardi B is her and I'm not Cardi B. Okay? We're way different. Okay, way different. And that's fine. She can be who she is. I'm not that person. I'm me. Okay? Like me. Like me. Michelle. GM. Okay. Alright. So, thanks to all the people who actually enjoy my content. Thanks to all the people who actually have been hitting the like button on my videos. And anything that I'm sharing on my Facebook or any other platform that I've been working on, and sharing a lot of content in the background and other channels that I've been actually boosting in the background and directly on my Facebook for years that not any of them actually paid me or gave me a tip or anything. Thanks to everyone who's been contributing to the projects in a positive fashion. And thanks to anyone who's been supporting my energy and helping my mentality be stronger to overcome what these oppressors and abusers have been doing to my life, my work, and my energy for the amount of years that I've been putting into it. Okay? All right. Well, everybody stay strong and remember, what you give, you will get back. So be careful what you're giving and be conscious and be kind. Because the more conscious and kind you are to me, the more likely I'll be able to be more conscious and kind to you. I will still be doing arts entertainment, and I still do rap, and I still do freestyle dance. And I'm not going to quit just because people who are not doing this work are insecure or intimidated or anything else like that, because I'm a boss like that, okay? Also, I really need to get my teeth worked on because they're fucked up because I haven't had any. And I really am tired of it. Alright, so I am willing to trade art services for things like tooth repair. I can also coach you one-on-one. And or I can give you nice art for doing my teeth if you want to do my teeth or something like that. Or any other kind of work that I need done on anything that I believe is necessary for my well-being or lifestyle, energy, healing lifestyle. And that's the way it is. So that's the way the cookie crumbles, right? Alright. You'll have a good night. And remember, be conscious, be kind, and be strong in yourself. And never let a mother ever F with your energy. Right? Stand your ground. Don't be acting crazy. Keep your shit together. You know what I'm saying? Mind your manners. Don't forget that manners maketh the man. And you can't be a joker and a king at the same time. You understand? Because if you're a joker in my eyes, you can't be a king. You can't be both. You can joke around, you can make jokes and shit, but can't no joker be a king. And I'm looking for a king matches queen. Alright, well y'all understand that if there's like somebody in the community that's having a hard time and does have the space, even if somebody that doesn't come through with a house for me or a grandma's quarters or like living quarters out in the back of a house, or maybe they have an extra house or extra Airbnb, if nobody comes through, which would be the better choice right now, because I'll be able to benefit myself and people around me with the space, more better with the space, right? If they don't come around. And like, let's say there's somebody in the community that's just having a hard time. They just need somebody extra on the location. You got a whole big room in the back for me, at least one extra room for my cats, plus a washer and dryer and an air conditioner, heater, and a kitchen and a bathroom. You got all that? We'll be getting the energy out, right? Trust that. Ain't no doubt in my mind about my talent and what I can do once I got the right team and the right group of people working with me. Even if you don't have a lot of money, you might not have a lot of money right now, but give me 6 months on the property. Yeah, give me 6 months on the property with no drama, no loudmouths, no hostility, nobody banging on my doors, nobody letting my cats out the house, nobody disrespecting me, nobody talking to me crazy. Of course we'll get the money out. But don't disrespect me, okay? Because it doesn't work for me. Because I've already been through enough of it, okay? But trust that when I am there, it's going to be way better. Because shit, I bring the energy. I bring self-care. I bring protection. When I'm talking about energetic protection and conscious awareness to the location. Of course, I didn't tell you about the food I cooked. Shit. I guess I'll tell you about the food real quick, okay? Well, if I was on a property and I have the space to myself, there's nobody bothering me. I don't like a lot of extra noise up in my ears, but I like to have space to myself, period. I don't really want anybody else around because I have shit planned to do that requires concentration. The problem is a lot of people don't understand that. That's been the problem. But if somebody would provide that, that'd be the best. Yet if there's like an old lady or somebody that has extra space, or she's like got a big room in the back of the house, there's nobody, or big extra side of the house, or something extra. Let's say, okay. Well, I'm a really good cook. Okay, it doesn't have to be an old lady. It could be a man. But I'm not big on being around men. Okay, so if it was like somebody I actually care about, or something, situation, different situation, not somebody I barely know, not some dude I barely know, like it's like a family member, somebody, a friend, a close friend, okay, with no drama, okay. The food I know how to cook is real good. Okay, is there anything else I need to say? I cook the best jambalaya on the Gulf Coast, or probably anywhere else. One of the best. I'm sure there's a lot of other good jambalaya cookers. I cook really good shrimp and chicken spaghetti, the best. I also cook, besides all the arts that I know how to do, which y'all don't know because I haven't done anything because I was in an art blog and trying to clean the house and run around and take care of the cats and go to the events, and I barely got anything done. But it's coming, right? With that space, it's coming because I already know what the hell I got to do, right? Right. We're getting somewhere now. You understand? So, of course, I know how to make my own home make bread and banana bread and cookies and things. And so, 1 second. Where the phone is at? So, I know, really, really delicious burgers and steaks, of course, baked potatoes, sour cream, homemade salads and soups, tacos, quesadillas, burritos, homemade burritos, and fried chicken and gravy, mashed potatoes, and all the sides, and any kinds of food on the side. I know to cook the food on the side, and yeah, eggs, pretty much almost frittatas, pretty much anything, bagels, and rolls, and I'm pretty sure I could cook gumbo. I just haven't done that very many times. Lasagna, my mom used to cook it really good. I could cook. I just gotta get the ingredients. It's not that big a deal. I mean, I can make my own pizza crust and pizza bread and my own sauce and pizza. It don't have to be 100% from scratch, but everything I do is pretty good because I'm real good at blending all the seasonings and ingredients together perfectly. And if you're intimidated, if you're a woman and you're like, God dang, I can't do that, don't feel bad. It's just the way my family raised me. I ain't gonna change just because y'all didn't get that kind of upbringing, or you didn't learn. You can't do this and you can't do that. It's not that you can't, you just didn't learn. Maybe you just never learned, and it's fine. But that ain't gonna stop me from being who I am, is stating what my talents are. Okay, so I'm looking for the people that actually, somebody who appreciates having somebody like me around, so they will get more stability, more support, more emotional support, more quality care, attention. And yes, I still had to do my work on the property, which is arts, media, and entertainment. And I do my best not to get people up in the middle of my content and respect people's privacy, and that's why I do need space to myself. Period. But prefer to be alone. Yet I can work for even if it's a month at a time with some people, 1 month, and then another month somebody else. But preferably 3 straight months would be best. In between the 3 months, that I'll be able to get the money out through my projects, and I'm also promoting around here and talking to everybody around everything about the entertainment projects and arts entertainment that I'm working on. Okay, they already know. Everybody's because I already told everybody around here. All right, pretty much, pretty good at promotional work. Well, if anybody needs me doing a media promotional content, um, I can do a $25 video for a 5-minute video, and each 5 minutes is another $25. Okay. Well, y'all have a good night. If you want to put a tip on the cash, if you feel like anything I said may have helped you, inspired you, or helped you get more conscious awareness or understanding of what it feels to be traumatized and in hardships because of people who are mentally insane, and that what it takes to keep your mind straight after dealing with these kind of people. If you feel like anything has brought any entertainment to your life or any more understanding, or feel like maybe you were doing something wrong that caused me to be in hardships or anything like that. Maybe you never gave anything into the projects, you never showed any support. You maybe you've had a lot of hardships because maybe you did a lot of things wrong. Who knows? Either way, I'm good at what I do, so I highly recommend if you want to get more energy or more balance or anything that might help you get more in life through my projects or more stability or more entertainment, any of it, I would highly request and recommend and that you go ahead and put $1 or $2 on the cash app, help out, help me with these damn holidays, these bills, the lack of money that I have not had yet. Do I have because nobody's giving me a job? Not that I won't find one. If you want to give me a job, that would be even highly recommended because you know I'm going to show up and do my work. I'm not the kind of person that sits around and fight with people either. I'm the person who will come in and do what I'm supposed to do. You don't need to worry about all them other people around there that are falling off and acting stupid. Just get rid of it. I don't mean get rid of them, like send them home. Maybe go tell them to go find a different job. Let me come over there and do the work. You know what I'm saying? Like get some of them other people out there that aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. Maybe make room for me. If I come and say I'm in there to apply for a job, you might want to just hire me on the spot because once I walk out the door, it's hard for me to get back. I do my best to get back and check on the locations, but I usually it's 2-3 times each time, and none of you people gave me a job yet. That's why I still don't have the money. That's why I'm asking the community if y'all would just put $1 or $2 in the cash app to help out while I'm trying to pull the projects together through everything I've been doing and been still doing and everything I plan to keep on doing as long as people help and stop disrespecting me because I don't put up with disrespect. And it's a real big deal that y'all learned that what y'all been doing isn't been working for me because y'all don't understand energy healing and balance at work, and you don't understand respect. You don't understand what it takes to be someone like me, like a boss, like a coach. I put 100% in my work because I believe I deserve stability as I study the content to help me get that. Obviously, if I shared it to you, you should be giving back. You've given nothing back. That's going to keep you down. It's not going to keep me down. It's going to keep you down because you aren't learning. Because you aren't learning, you're not getting as much as you could be getting. You might think you're getting it somewhere. I'm going to go find it. You go find it, but you're not going to get it squared up, straightened. You're not going to get it straight. You'll get right here, right? Meanwhile, I'm back in my own life trying to balance out my energy healing, and I have trauma. I get real tension, kind of like tension head, a little bit of tension headache here and there, and I can't even afford to go get a medical marijuana card, which I would like to have. So maybe I could smoke a little greenery and get my energy, my mind relaxed, because I'm always wound up 24/7 because I go. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even have the money to do any of that. I can't even go to the damn what you call it, the vape store. I can't even go to the vape store and get a damn CBD. Every once in a while, I'll go get a CBD blend over by the corner store or whatever. It'd be like $5-6. I can't do that because they took them all off the shelves. That's just pushing people back into work, going into the streets to go get, stuff. I've thought about that today. It's like that's pretty effed up, But I don't control what the government does. The stuff that they think they're doing. They think they're doing they don't understand. They're making it hard on their own damn selves. That now, look, look, I'm gonna say it the way I see it. Okay, I promote trying to do things as legitimate as you can. As you can. We do our best to figure out how to make it in this world with everything being all fucking strict and people trying to like oppress us and trying to control us and limit us and shit like that. Now every country's got different shit going on. Every state's got different shit on. I don't know all the rules of every state and every shit. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is like some of this people with PTSD, we need stuff like that, and it helped my me mellow out when I could go get a CBD every once in a while. But I haven't been able to get one in like 6 months, and I was about to go get one the other day, and they took it all off the shelves. Okay, then that made me think. Yeah, okay, look now what they're doing. They're causing it people to have to go get green on the streets, which is more risky and more illegal, putting more pressure on the community who would be just going to the vape store to go get a CBD blunt, which is legal. Then, meanwhile, all these people are putting fentanyl in drugs and stuff like that. Therefore, that's also a risk. Then, if we don't have enough money to just go get the medical marijuana card, then we don't have anything. So we're always stressed out, which I am always under stress. And I don't have anything to soothe myself except my cats. Therefore, my cats are non negotiable, period, at this point in time. I hope everyone's doing great. Have a happy holiday. Hopefully, my content is helping someone. If you believe that anything I ever shared ever helps you have a better day, if it ever helped you get over mental, emotional stress, trauma, or hardships, or uplifted you, or gave you any kind of insight into what it takes to be someone like me and suffer and endure nonstop hardships and abuse off and on for 17 years, okay, then I would highly request and recommend that you put some money or tips on a Cash App to help out while I'm looking for people to work with on the projects and the space for my projects. Please and thank you, and have a good night. Lykaboss.